Reunion to Die For, as performed by aviators and discoverers. Let's take it away.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you I do not tolerate laziness on the job. You must have all the beds made neatly by noon, the rooms cleaned thoroughly by 4 o'clock, and the dining table set impeccably by 5:30 so that you may be served precisely at 6. Do I need to explain this yet again?
No, ma'am. I think we finally understand.
Finally! Here at Wilcox's Western Bed and Breakfast, we keep our guests well accommodated, and that means sticking to our schedule. I hope you're prepared for the demands of the establishment in pristine condition.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be trying my hardest to keep up.
I hope you will. Now, do you remember how to greet the guests?
I think so.
Welcome to Wilcox's Western Bed and Breakfast, the best place for a little taste of the wild, wild western tropics.
Not bad. I'll be keeping my eye on you too. Any indication of incompetence, and you'll be looking for employment elsewhere.
Oh, dear. Yes, ma'am.
I get my guts if I were you. I've seen more girls run businesses than you can imagine. The old bat goes through like 2 or 3 mates a season.
Those girls?
You know.
Oh, dear. She murders them?
No, she gives them the axe.
Huh?
Not literally the axe. She just sends them away.
To where?
Yeah, employment line.
Oh, dear. She fires them?
Either that or they quit. They can't handle the pressure.
Well, it's a good thing that our trainer down at Mays R Us said that we have such charming presence and sweet faces. Good service, she says, requires nothing more but a charming presence, a sweet face, and play child high with pancakes. Pancakes for the guest, that is.
Well, she never stayed at this place. With all the running around we do, you'll need bandages for the blisters on your feet to go along with those pancakes. And to think I once had a sweet face and a charming presence too.
What happened?
The old lady used some of her own charm to make this face turn sour.
Whew, that was quite a long walk from the dock. We must be nearly an hour in and the sky's getting awfully dark. I thought for sure it would start pouring rain before we made it.
Welcome to Wilcox's Western Bed and Breakfast, the best place for little tourists to blah blah bless in the tropics.
Hello, we're here to check in. Christine and Freddie Franklin.
Oh, Christine, it's so wonderful to have you back. Do you remember me? No worries. I'm Beatrice Guggenheimer, the cook.
Oh, Beatrice, I didn't recognize you. How are you?
Not bad. Parents said you'd be staying here this week?
Yes, for the Noe family reunion. Oh, and Freddie and I are on our honeymoon. We were just married yesterday.
That's, well, congratulations. Connie, Bonnie, will you go tell Mrs. Wilcox that her niece Christine has arrived?
I'll let your aunt know right.
Poor things are getting eaten alive. Well, I have to get back to the kitchen and finish preparing the afternoon chowder. That's a snack in Western terms. Christine's aunt makes us talk like cow people to the guests.
This place looks great. I couldn't imagine it wasn't bed and breakfast in the Virgin Islands until I saw it with my own eyes. Isn't it fun? I haven't been here since I was a little girl. It'll be so nice to see our Dutch. A family reunion isn't exactly the most romantic way to spend a honeymoon, but free is free. Oh, it isn't much of a family reunion. It's only Aunt Gretchen that lives here. Somehow she manages this place all by herself. The only other family members are my cousin Stephen and Brady. They're all that's left of the Naughty family, really. At least the partners I'm in touch with.
Howdy, partners.
Aunt Gretchen!
Little Christine, my, how you've grown. Why, you're a woman now.
Oh, Aunt Gretchen, you look great.
Thank you. And this young cowboy must be?
Freddie, yes. It's a pleasure meeting you, Aunt Gretchen. This meeting has learned so much about you.
Well, all fine, I hope.
Of course.
So, Freddie, what business are you in?
Well, I want to be a detective.
Is that so?
Yes, right now I'm captain of the evening security shift at shopping mall. I haven't been accepted into the police academy yet, but he plans to apply soon. Freddie's going to be a big detective someday.
Well, I wish you luck. And how's the wedding?
Lovely. It was exactly what I wanted. Just a small ceremony with me, Freddie, and a flock of white doves. I'm lucky she even let me invite the minister. Christine wanted a simple, small wedding. And of course, Freddie looked adorable in his little tuxedo. It made me just want to pinch his cheeks.
How sweet.
It's so generous of you to let us stay here. We really do appreciate it.
Nonsense. That was family's for. Speaking of family, your cousin Rachel and Robert checked in a few hours ago.
Oh, I haven't seen Rachel in months. Are those of us here for the family reunion? We only guests this week?
Oh no, this is our busy season. Wilcox's Western Bed and Breakfast is fully booked for the next several months.
This place looks gorgeous, and Freddie can't wait for his pancakes.
Yes, well, when your uncle died, I decided to renovate the main rooms and always have a housekeeper on site to help me keep things tidy. I believe you met the new maids, Connie and Bonnie Carlson.
Yes, they have quite the charming presence. And such sweet faces.
And of course, remember Beatrice, the cook.
We were just speaking. I didn't recognize her.
Yes, I deserve credit for that.
Is the secret still here?
Of course.
Secret? Yes, this place has a secret, but we're not telling yet, are we, Aunt Gretchen? Unless you're a good boy, Freddie.
Yes, that will be a fun little game now, won't it?
There's one thing you need to know about Aunt Gretchen is she loves playing games.
We play a variety of games at evenings here. The guests simply adore it. And tomorrow's our weekly movie night. Oh, and that's chit chat. The two of you must be exhausted from the trip. Let me show you to your room, the Hoedown Honeypot.
Who is that? That can't be the same asshole who hired us.
Oh, that's her, all right. Christine's aunt always treats the guests like cream and the staff like mud pies. It's like working for two different women.
Oh dear.
They'll get used to it.
What in the world is that?
It's not Halloween, so either just find people save us from evil Wilcox, or someone has escaped from the loony bin.
Welcome to Wilcox's Western Bed and Breakfast, the best place for a little taste of Wild Wild Western topics. Can we help you, sir?
I have a reservation.
Name.
The Night Crusader.
Oh dear, someone must have under that name.
You better find Mrs. Wilcox. I have to get back to the kitchen.
Miss Carlson, what are you doing with your guest standing at the check-in desk? Well, we were just about to look for you, ma'am. We can't find this gentleman's name in the registry book. Or is it to find some name in Jones? You're not getting off to a very good start. Sorry, ma'am. Well, sir, what can I do for you?
I have a reservation for the Night Crusader.
Name?
The Night Crusader.
Well, no, I don't see a Mr. Crusader here. When did you make a reservation?
Oh, about a month ago.
Only reservation I'm waiting on are for Mr. Camp and
Steele, that's me, Steele. About a month ago I was going by the name Steele. Warrior Steele.
I see. Well, hi. Now, Miss Carlson, will you show this man to his room?
Thank you.
There is no way I'm going to go through the agony and room next to the two of you. We'll see what Miss Wilcox has to say about this. Well, go on ahead and state your complaints. Miss Wilcox, I need to converse with you right away.
Yes, that is what it is.
There is no way I'm going to room next to these two barbarians. I refuse to neighbor next to anyone who wants animals.
Would you prefer me hunt humans? I can sure think of the Yankee I'd like to see hang a good nine mantle.
You disgust me. You just disgust me, and you disgust me too.
Miss Matthews, we go through this every year. You know I can't stop the guest from Monday.
Yeah, we got just as much right as we got to spin those two little wheels back and forth. That's why we came here. We got a tip that the best squirrels in the whole US of A are located right here on this island. Didn't we, Carla Jo?
That's right, Rhonda May. There's nothing like hunting squirrels.
Well, yes, this island is home to many of nature's most useful resources that squirrels, you say, on an island?
Pretty darn shocking that the squirrel populations haven't been controlled yet, ain't it?
But it's a tropical island, I'll never find it.
I know you must be worried about all them breeding and multiplying, but don't get too upset, ma'am. We'll take care of this problem in no time.
And we'll get some pretty good squirrel meat in the meantime. We'd be killing two birds with one stone, or two squirrels for that matter. As long as there's some hunting involved, I'll be happy.
Oh, Miss Wilcox, I come here every year to clear my mind, relax, and knit. If I have to subject myself to these two barbarians, I might just go crazy and look, I don't know if it won't be good for you or your sister.
Miss Matthews, why don't you sit down and have a nice cup of tea while you knit? It's ice.
And maybe it'll help cool your hot Yankee temper.
And ladies, why don't you put your dogs with your gun? It might make Miss Matthews feel more at ease.
All right, we wouldn't want to do anything to upset little old Miss Matthews here now, would we?
There's nothing worse than a Yankee blowing her top.
And maybe if we give you the time of day, you can knit yourself some clothes that actually fit.
Well, pardon me for living, but I do believe I have the right to dress as I please. There's nothing wrong with showing a little skin to attract the opposite sex. I am a former Las Vegas showgirl after all.
Miss Matthews retired from dancing to become a professional knitter. She's now our nation's current knitting champion.
That's right, I can knit one pros as fast as anyone in the country.
And she's president of our animal rights organization. Mammals, amphibians, reptiles, oh my. With all of these, I'm sure this thing was you can talk about over a glass of iced tea.
I doubt it, Miss Wilcox.
Well, try. And whenever you're ready to go hunting, just let me know and I'll do what happens.
On Gretchen, Christine wants to know if you have any questions.
Certainly. I'll go get Miss Carlson to bring this in.
Say, who's this cutie?
Oh, my name's Freddie. Freddie Franklin.
Clover Matthews, national knitting champion, former Las Vegas showgirl, originally from New York City. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
And I'm Christine, his wife.
Pleased to make your acquaintance as well.
Say you're a knitting champion? Honey, she's practically a celebrity. Can I get your autograph?
Yes, well, Freddie and I need to be returning to our room now, don't we?
Oh, yeah, excuse me.
Oops, I dropped your pin, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you. Call me Frank.
If you insist, Freddie.
Freddie, I said now. What did I tell you about talking to strangers?
I wondered
the way of making yourself some enemies now, don't you?
I do not have to stand here and listen to you two berate me. I'm going to my room to listen to knit in peace and quiet.
That's one Yankee gal with no class.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you to leave extra towels in the guest rooms, Miss Carlson. The school classes first and foremost. Don't get fresh for me unless you're looking for a new place to earn a paycheck.
Miss Wilcox.
Oh, I didn't know I could leave you still here. Go along, Miss Carlson, and take your time. Now, how does you enjoying the iced tea?
It's delicious. Now, about
Oh,
our
it's as safe as can be. You wouldn't want to go anything now anyway. At least that tropical storm is disrupted.
Well, this calls for time for supper then.
Checking in.
Yes, that's
That would be me.
and you are?
They're a small mime troupe I made. That's Minnie, that's Margie, and that's Molly. Molly here is the one who see those in the store stairs.
I'm sure Miles was doing here nice and comfy. Now, are you sure you want 4 separate guest rooms? I have a family room with 4 separate beds that was spacious enough for 4 of you.
We each in our own room, lady. I drive these kids from show to show, wash their costumes, and take 15% of their salaries. I don't room with them.
I see.
I think I might go crazy if I was cooped up in a room full of Mars. Yes, just like that. I sure know how to find talent, no?
Yes, your rooms are ready to be. Miss Carlson. Why, Miss Gordon, I'm glad you came out here. We just go after you got such sweet food. Yes, I would want to mention better requires a not being on time. I hope we'll make a mention of that in your review. The grocer indicated the snack is edible. Talk about it over the biscuit. I nearly broke a tooth on that thing. Oh, what a shame. I will make a mention of it in my review, though. Oh, good. I won't have time to write about the snacks after discussing the small room, the lumpy bed, and the view from my window of the large trash. Oh my, well, I'll send Miss Carlson this first thing up for you.
Aw, the afternoon check is out.
I am starving, darling.
How was y'all's rest?
The chance to lie down was wonderful after such a long flight.
These biscuits are delicious on Gretchen.
Simply heavenly.
I'll let Beatrice know you enjoyed them. Christine arrived just a few moments ago.
Oh, I'm anxious to see her. I hear she was just married.
Yes, her husband is a cute fellow. Let me see if I can find them. I'll be right back.
How do you do?
You look familiar.
Well, perhaps you've seen us before. We are stars of the stage. We've appeared in over 45 theatrical regional productions and always together. Not to mention, we are husband and wife.
Our co-stars in life and on the stage, aren't we, darling?
Yes, I remember you. Stefan and Suzanne Lewis. I saw you guys together in the Elms of Passion.
Oh, one of my finest roles.
And mine as well.
I should hope not. I believe I referred to your performance as trite and overstated, and your performance as self-indulgent.
Wait, did Aunt Gretchen call you Mr. March, as in Joel March?
The nastiest theater critic on the West Coast.
Correction, the former nastiest theater critic on the West Coast. I'm currently the nastiest hotel critic on the East Coast.
I hear that you no longer write for Theater Monthly.
I now write for Hotel Weekly.
What happened? Readers couldn't handle your bitterness, or was it your jealousy?
I take pride in the bitterness, but jealousy? Over what?
I can only assume that writers that write with such contempt are jealous of actors and their artistic talent.
Believe me, I consider myself lucky never to have been mixed up with you and your crowd of overcomplicated, undereducated bohemians. Where did you even learn the nonsense that you refer to as art?
You studied at Juilliard for a time.
Oh, Juilliard?
That's right.
Never heard of it.
I'm not going to stand here and put a
Remember, darling, save us emotion for the stage.
Stefan? Christine, you look wonderful. Thank you. This is my husband, Freddie.
It's so nice to meet you.
And this is my wife, Suzanne.
A pleasure to meet you, acquaintance.
I've just been showing Freddie around the bed and breakfast. Have you told him about the secret yet?
What's the secret that everyone keeps talking about?
I'll give you a little hint. It's somewhere in this room.
This room?
Yes? Do you know anything that looks out of the ordinary?
Not really, but I'm not the most perceptive person.
But you tried. Don't forget, you were perceptive enough to notice you weren't to marry me.
Is that little cousin Christine attached to that man's feet?
Rachel, here.
Hello, Stefan, Suzanne.
Looks like the family reunion has officially begun. Suzanne and I will get us some tea.
I don't believe you've had the chance to meet my husband, Dr. Robert Shanklin.
Nice to meet you. This is my husband, Freddie.
Wait, let me guess. Cameroonian. No. With those eyes and cheekbones, you must be Beninese.
I'm Nigerian, actually.
Darn it, I'm so close. You must be from eastern Nigeria. Am I correct?
How
How did you know? Oh, Rachel and Rover are anthropologists studying human origins. They travel the whole world digging up human remains around the earth.
How morbid.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
He doesn't seem to be in the best mood. Don't mind him. He's just a bit of journalist.
Now, Rachel, your mother was...
Ida, one of Gretchen's sisters. And my mother was Agnes, also one of Gretchen's 4 sisters.
4? Yes, we don't really know what happened to the fourth sister. But Aunt Gretchen, Aunt Ida, Aunt Agnes, and my mother were all inseparable when they were alive. The 3 of us practically grew up together.
That's why these family reunions are so much fun. We get to reminisce. After our mothers passed away, we sort of all went our separate ways.
Has anyone here seen my knitting needle?
Needle? I've heard looking for a needle in a haystack's bad than breakfast.
Silly. It's not a tiny sewing needle, it's a big needle for knitting. I put it somewhere and I can't seem to find it. Well, hello again, cutie. Oh.
Have you tried looking in your own room? I'm sure you'll find it there.
Thanks for the advice.
Well, Robert and I better go back to our room and finish the class. We'll do some more cooking up later.
It was nice meeting you.
Suzanne and I should head back to our room as well. We'll see you at supper, darlings.
Well? Well, what? What do you have to say for yourself? About what? Your eyes look like they're about to burst out of your head whenever Miss Knitting Needles is around. Oh, you know I only have eyes for you, babe. If I see you look at her one more time, I'll scream. What? I didn't look at her. She's not even in here. No, that wasn't
Gretchen's on the floor in the hallway.
What? Bring her in here.
I think there might be something wrong with Miss Wilcox.
Well, that knife sticking out her back sure might be the problem.
Is she unconscious?
No, she's not unconscious. She's dead.
We heard a scream.
The old lady's dead.
Oh dear.
No! If only I were here on time. If only I were quicker, more efficient. Why must this innocent blood be spilled? Oh! Whoever did this, whoever is responsible for this gruesome world we live in will pay.
Is he serious? That knife came from the kitchen. Somebody must have snuck in when I wasn't there. Mrs. Wilcox has been murdered with her own knife.
Oh dear.
This note was on the floor by Miss Wilcox's body.
It's written in some weird orange ink. There was an old woman named Gretchen. The thought of her kept me up wretched. I took a sharp knife and ended her life. But me, you will never be catching.
It sounds like someone had it in for Aunt Gretchen.
That poem is kind of catchy, though.
What are we going to do with Aunt Gretchen? We can't just leave her in the middle of the living room floor.
Me and Carla Joe can carry her.
That's one good thing about us Markle sisters. We're each as strong as an ox. How could someone do this to Aunt Gretchen? That's murder. There's been a murder at the family reunion.
She actually...
I'm going to prepare a smorgasbord tonight. There was chicken, fried chicken, stuffed chicken, chicken pot pie. We had to take most of the food out of the freezer to fit the body in there.
I still can't believe this is happening.
I'm afraid my review of this place keeps getting worse and worse. Who wants to stay at a bed and breakfast where there's a murderer on the loose? That's a surefire way to ruin a vacation.
What are we going to do? I don't know. We can't be the only ones on this island. Isn't there somewhere we can reach out for help?
The island has a surf and turf restaurant, a large inn, and our bed and breakfast. The authorities are on the other island.
Maybe one of us can walk to the restaurant, or maybe there are people at the inn.
Both of them are nearly a mile inland, closer to the coast where the storm is even worse.
No, we're stuck in here until the storm blows over.
I mean, we're stuck in here with a murder.
Trust me, you'd be worse off out there in that storm than in here with the murderer.
Huh, this, just a drizzle. You should have seen the monsoons I came across during my expedition in Bangladesh. Well, maybe this is a little worse.
I'm trying every phone in this place and I can't get a dial.
Well, the phone lines must be down due to the storm.
You know there's no cellular service on the island.
What are we going to do?
You look like some kind of witch doctor. Can't you like a rain dance or something?
I believe you're referring to the rain dances of the Cherokee tribes and other indigenous North Americans. Rain dances are traditionally performed when rain is desired. It's clearly already raining. We want it to stop.
And there's no rain stopping?
Not that I know of.
Freddie, this is your chance. My chance? For what? To solve your first murder case. I'm not even enrolled in the police academy yet. But just use the skills you learned in mall security. But if you do a good job, I'll give you a gold star. And if you do an extra good job, you might even get a lollipop. Gee, do I get to pick the flavor?
This guy's gonna figure out who murdered Miss Wilcox? He's a 9-year-old trapped inside a 30-year-old's body.
At least let him try.
Yes, what do we have to lose? We want to contact with the police until the storm's over.
I know you can do it. I know you can, Angel Pie.
All right, Freddie, start detecting.
This is so exciting. Real life murder mystery.
Bonnie, Beatrice, why don't you have a seat?
You're not allowed to sit on the job.
You won't be fired. Your boss is dead.
Well, maybe you should figure out who had the access to the hallway. Actually, I think the first thing I should do is try to figure out how Aunt Gretchen was murdered.
I think the knife in her back had something to do with it.
Good point. I think it's safe to surmise that Aunt Gretchen has been stabbed to death. Oh, bravo, my little love bug. You're doing such a good job so far. I'm so proud.
You're a fool. You just established the obvious. I'm going to my room. Let me know when you solve the murder.
That man seems to be in a permanent bad mood. It's a wonder nobody offs him.
Dear, you can't say stuff like that, especially considering the situation at hand.
I suppose my comment was in poor taste. Now what?
I don't know. Maybe you should figure out who had access to the hallway. Well, who did have access to the hallway? I suppose only the guests in their room.
Not necessarily. The kitchen has an entrance into the dining room, which has access to the hallway. You can get anywhere in this place from that hallway.
Good point. Really, anyone in this place could have had access to the hallway.
So who do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm new at this. Give me a minute.
Hold it! Well, howdy, folks. I thought I'd mosey on out here and say hello. It's cold in that freezer, and there's nothing to do. Not that it seems anybody's doing anything worthwhile out here anyway. Honey, I thought I told you to sit down when you're on the job. Bonnie, you and Beatrice, you should know better. Well, I guess they can't hear me. That tends to happen when you've been murdered. So, what are these folks talking about?
Your murder.
A detective.
I don't have the foggiest idea who murdered me. All I remember was that I was walking from my room to this room when I felt a sharp pain in my back. That's all I remember, really. So, shall we see what these folks are talking about?
No.
Yes.
Actually, no.
Resume.
I still can't find my knitting needle. Have you tried looking in your room?
Yes,
I'm sure your needle will turn up.
I hope so. Say, Freddie, you haven't seen my needle, have you?
Remember what I told you. Look at her, and I'll scream.
No, I haven't seen your needle.
Well, let me know if your big, strong hands come across it, will you?
I'm sure your needle will turn up.
I hope so. Wait, what is around your waist?
But it's a Uridito from the Loveless clan in southeast Bulgaria. It's an apron made of skin.
Skin, as in animal skin?
Yes, Loveless women traditionally wear a pigskin Uridito after they're married. It's similar to our custom of wearing a wedding ring.
You're an evil, cruel being.
Why?
That skin came from an animal.